Okay, thank you guys. Welcome back for the third lab. Okay, in this one, in the previous one, we created a virtual network which is called a VNet cloud on which resource group? On a resource group called it's a resource group was on cloud basically VG not cloud. Okay, now when this resource is being created, when this virtual network is being created, and we also created a virtual network, a subnet at that time. Okay, so we're gonna go on to the subnets. When you see on the resource VNet cloud, then you go and go on, click on the subnets. You're gonna see this subnet which is being already is being created while we are creating the virtual network. We're gonna create one more subnet, and I'm gonna tell you how we're gonna create another subnet. So in another subnet, you press plus subnet. Okay, then you put the name of the subnet, which is gonna be db dash subnet. It will be a db subnet. This will be your subnet according to the CIDR block. Okay, network security will be none. Network security will be none. Routing table will be none. Okay, security endpoints will be 0. Okay, subnet delegation will be 0, none. Okay, this is how you're gonna do it, and you're gonna add it, and this is start adding the subnet. You're gonna start adding the subnet. Thank you. Okay, now on the second one, we're gonna add another subnet, which will be called DMZ dash subnet. Okay, the third octet will be changed in this one. Okay, we're gonna go add a subnet, same way. Okay, let's see, it's taken a little bit time on that. We're gonna create another subnet. Okay, and this will be called DMZ dash subnet. Okay, and its octet, the third octet will be changed. It will be 3 instead of 1. Okay, all the things will be remaining the same. NAT will be none. Network security group will be none. Routing table will be none. Service endpoints will be none. Subnet delegation will be none. And then what you do, you're gonna create an OK, and creating a subnet which will be on DMZ. So you're gonna see 3 subnets over here. One is called the web subnet, which was created while creating the virtual network, and 2 subnets we created after one. One is called DB subnet and one is called DMZ subnet. Okay, now what we will gonna do, we will gonna create a virtual network and on premises. Okay, we're gonna go on all services. Got it? We're gonna go on all group, all resources, and then we're gonna create a resource called networking. We're gonna create a resource called networking. On here it shows virtual network. We're gonna create one is called VNet cloud, which was created on the resource group RG cloud. But now we're gonna create a virtual network which will be on the another resource group, which will be on RG on premise. I'm gonna show you how to do it. Go to add over here. Okay, this is add. It takes time, a little bit time while creating the resources, because it's creating on over the cloud. So resource group, what resource group I'm gonna select now? This time I'm gonna create reg RG on prem. Okay, name What will be the name? What will be the name? Will be is vnet on prem. vnet on prem. Okay, and we're gonna go to the IP address. Okay, we're gonna go on to the IP address. It will gonna share the IP address and add a subnet. Okay, subnet is default. We're gonna remove this subnet. This one we're gonna remove this subnet. This we're gonna remove this. Okay, we're gonna remove this. We're gonna do it as 192.168.1.0/24. Okay, and we're gonna add a subnet. Okay, a subnet name will be on prem push subnet. Okay, on prem on subnet, and address range will be, sorry, this address over here, this one, sorry, this one will be 0.0. Sorry, I just made a little bit mistake on that. Address space will be 0-0/24, and this one, this subnet will be 192.168.1.0/24. Okay, I'm gonna say it again one more time. Basics. After the basics, when we created a virtual network, we created a subnet as well, which we're gonna click on IP addresses. IP address space is this subnet. We creating a subnet. The default we deleted. We created a subnet called on-prem subnet 192.168.1.0/24, and then we press add. Okay, as soon we're gonna press add, we're gonna create it. We're gonna review and create it. Okay, the best thing is that you can review and validation passed again. Okay, there's no issues. Basic bastion host is disabled. DDoS protection plan basic firewall is disabled. Okay, create, you're gonna create it. A virtual network will be on